Hi there, everybody. Thanks for visiting lanksports.com. Keith Schweigert here alongside Jeff Reinhart, and we're bringing you a preview of the District 3 Class AAA quarterfinal matchup between Manheim Central and Lampeter-Strasburg. Quick plug before we get started. If you can't make it to Lampeter on Friday night for the game, Jeff here has got you covered. He'll be blogging live from the game on lanksports.com. And Jeff, this is a regular season or rematch of the regular season showdown won by Lampeter-Strasburg. Kind of a strange ending to that game. Central's driving for a potentially game-icing touchdown, and instead LS gets a fumble recovery, takes it all the way back to the house. That was with under 3 minutes left to pull out the 27-24 win. Manheim's been just on a rampage since that game. Much. So, how do you see these two teams matching up as we get ready here for the round two of this, what's becoming a pretty good rivalry very quickly? Yeah,
absolutely. Everybody's been clamoring for this game. Everybody's wanted this game, and you got your wish.
Yep.
Going back to the scene of the crime, Manheim. Well, LS had the Week 10 loss to CV, which kind of was a wake-up call and a smack in the face, and I think that kind of helped them. They got back in a groove last week with Big Spring, put up 41 points, did some things. Mm-hmm. Like you said, Manheim's been rampaging, and they're going to go over there spitting fire pretty much. I was at both schools this week, and when I was at Manheim, the word payback and revenge came up more than once, quite frankly. And that's how they kind of have to bill it, They want some payback. Like you said, Central's going in for the game-icing score. Central led pretty much the whole night. A couple flags. Didn't go Manheim's way. And then Ethan Martin comes in with the strip, and he returns it the other way 60 yards for the touchdown. So Central's got major payback in mind. And I think LS is hoping that kind of backfires. I think LS is just worried about, let's do fundamentals. We beat these guys already. Let's take care of business again, and we're good. Whereas Central's coming in, breathing fire, wanting payback and revenge. We'll see if that backfires on Central. I don't know. But what a great matchup.
Yeah,
great matchup.
I was at the first matchup, actually, and, it was kind of a back-and-forth game. It was funny to me. It seemed like both teams kind of took turns just berating the officiating. In the first half, it was LS that felt like they had a beef. There were a lot of flags thrown on them. Second half, like you mentioned, Manheim's driving for a touchdown that pretty much would have put the game away. Yeah. They were inside the 10-yard line of LS, and then it was just like 3 or 4 penalties in quick succession, moved them all the way back out to like the 35. They tried to get one pass play to maybe get at least within field goal range. I think it was third down or so. Martin comes around the end. Chase Moyer never saw him coming, swatted it out of his hands, picked it up and took it the other way. It's a weird way to end a game, especially, when a couple minutes earlier Manheim looked like they had it well in hand. So, like I said, it was a very interesting game, went back and forth. I see a similar sort of game here because both teams seem like they're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, it'll come down to this for me. LS has the third-ranked defense in the league, 260 yards a game against. Central's offense has been sizzling here the last 5 weeks. 42 points, 42 points, 42 points, 64 points against Dover. Yeah. So their offense has been lights out. Moyer, 19 touchdowns, 2 picks. They've only turned the ball over 6 times. Look out. This is classic. This is Manheim Central District quarterfinals, playing a rival. Little friction, Mike Williams said this week. Little friction. So, great, fabulous game. Can't wait for this. Can't wait.
Yeah, and you mentioned Mike. He was as visibly upset as I've ever seen him after that game. Didn't really want to say a whole lot to the media. They left that game. They left Lampeter pretty angry after that. Not only at the officiating, I think, but just frustration on
the way it ended.
On how they lost.
They don't lose that way very often.
No,
Reverse Manheim magic. You don't see that every day.
Yeah. So what do you think here?
My head says pick LS because they already beat them. But my gut hunch is Manheim. Tradition and just they've had this game circled, and they are cooking on offense right now, big time. I think it's the same kind of game, 27-24, 30-27. I'll go Barons here. It's a district playoffs. It's really hard to pick against them right now. It is.
Absolutely. I due respect to John Mannion and the program he's built there. Lampeter-Strasburg is great. They've got a winning record pretty much every year. They're a section title contender in Section 3 for how many years?
Yeah, really.
This year they make the jump up to Section 2, they win. having said all that, this is the kind of game that Mike Williams and his staff seem to live for.
Yeah.
It's a district playoff game. Like you said, it's really hard to pick against Manheim Central in a district playoff game at all, let alone one that they've been clearly gearing themselves up for weeks. They quietly you've heard them say, through the end of the regular season that they've been hoping they'd see LS again.
Oh yeah, they got them.
Now they get their wish. So yeah, I'm going Barons as well. So like I said, folks, if you can't make it to the game on Friday night, come to lanksports.com, follow Jeff's live blog of the game. We'll be bringing you all the updated scores from the district playoffs across the district. And after all of Friday's action is over, Jeff and I will wrap it all up in a live video. So once again, thank you for visiting lanksports.com and enjoy the game on Friday night.